On the list, drop and give me 20 I love yous. Could you survive marriage boot camp? Out for justice. Steven Seagal, American diplomat. Seriously. And say goodbye to selfies. The benefits of hiring a professional vacation photographer.
It's Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. You're on the list. I'm Matt Gallant.
And I'm Teresa Strasser. Here are the 5 stories everybody's talking about.
And I'm Jan Jeffcoat at number 1. No buts about it. Drivers in Oregon will face a $250 fine if they are caught smoking in a car with anyone under the age of 18. Now, several other states are considering similar laws. More bad news for that group huddled on the loading dock ankle deep in butts. Smokers also cost employers $6,000 a year more than non-smokers. The findings are the result of a study that looked at lost productivity from smoke breaks and more sick days.
At number 2, finally a Game of Thrones where they all live happily ever after. Bells ringing at Westminster Abbey in London as the royal family gathers to mark Queen Elizabeth's 60 years on the throne. Kate showing off her growing baby bump alongside Prince William. Also on display, the 350-year-old solid gold crown, studded with jewels, which hasn't left the Tower of London since the Queen was crowned in 1953.
At number 3, even the smartest kid in the class couldn't do the math on this one. A Central Oregon high school will have 29 valedictorians graduating Friday night. A new way of measuring grade point averages made this class an unusual one, giving everyone with a 4.0 or higher the valedictorian title. No word on whether every girl who's a 10 will be the prom queen. Relief for people attending the ceremony, there will not be 29 speeches. The class voted on 3.
We have had situations, different types of assemblies where we've had multiple student speeches, and that drags on and on. They had no interest in having that many speeches.
Next year, the school will be back to a single head of the class. Jan?
At number 4, it's think outside the bun, not lick outside the shell.
The 5-second rule, the 5-second rule!
And you thought the most horrendous food service in the world was in the movies. Well, this picture's going seriously viral. A Taco Bell worker near Bakersfield, California, licking a stack of taco shells, giving the 4th meal and going viral an unsettling new meaning. So does this mean no moss to live moss? Go to Our List Facebook page and let us know. Hey, at least you didn't lick the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Or, me. Those poor tacos.
At number 5, unbelievable. Last night, the Miami Heat destroyed the Indiana Pacers to advance to the NBA championship for the 2nd straight year. But it was hard to tell whether it was a ball game or a hardware convention, because in the crowd we spotted a giant tool. Justin Bieber showed up courtside in a leather shirt. Yes, it was 90 degrees in Miami. A Mr. T starter kit.
You must be some kind of fool.
A hat 2 sizes too big, and oversized Ray-Bans. Bieber was booed loudly when shown on the Jumbotron, and we're not sure why. This shot of Bieber quickly went viral. He was mocked worldwide, and now you're caught up and clued in on the top of the list.
No one wants to walk in the footsteps of those bridezillas who stomped down the aisle only to take a hike to Splitsville. Well, the coaches for WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp gave us a list of ways anyone, even problem customers, can get their marriages in shape this summer on The Breakdown.
This ain't no game. This is serious business.
So they've said I do.
Do not yell at me in front of the baby!
But living happily ever after, not something you can take for granted.
We don't need to be together.
Enter marriage coaches Jim and Elizabeth Carroll.
Are you happy in this marriage?
No, he know it.
If we don't beat him up, their marriage is over.
They've helped thousands of couples with their marriage boot camp. Now it's time for their greatest challenge. Dealing with America's most notorious bridezillas, now turned wifezillas. Why do men pick these bridezilla types, these high-maintenance women?
Because they're stupid.
The guy tells the truth, finally.
I'm afraid to actually touch you.
I want you to drop and give me 5 things people can do to improve their marriages.
1, get off your butt. Go to a workshop, go to a seminar, go to a boot camp, go to counseling, do something.
Number 2 on the list, listen.
If I say to Jim, does my butt look fat in this dress?
She's asking me an emotional question, which is affirmation. You look great, you look awesome. Because if I use logic, I'd say, of course your butt looks fat because your butt is made of fat.
Number 3, forgive.
When you've got a wall of bitterness and you're trying to pass love through it one way or the other, it can't get through. 4 is work on yourself. We all need help.
And tip number 5 is learn to fight. You can do a win-win situation when you fight with your spouse.
You're still a materialistic, spoiled brat.
So do you scream in their faces and call them worms?
I didn't call them worms, but I've called them a lot of other things. I don't think you're dumb, but I could be wrong.
For better or worse, till death do us part on The Breakdown.
Thanks, Jan. But like I always say, marriage isn't a word, it's a sentence. I can say that because I'm not married. Okay, today is the first Tuesday of June. Now, some scholars believe the month is named after Juno, the Roman goddess of marriage. So let's look at June by the numbers. 7 days in sunny June. I can make you like June right away. The first day of summer is the 21st. 15% of all weddings are in June, which makes it the most popular wedding month.
Matthew, make this the bride.
There are 3 gemstones for June: the Moonstone, Pearl, and Alexandrite. As a girl's name, June reached its peak in 1925 as the 39th most popular girl's name. Some of the most popular girls named June: June Carter Cash, Lockhart, and June Cleaver.
I don't think some of these things are flattering at all.
June is my favorite month because June 25th is my birthday. Interesting piece of trivia. I'm registered at Sports Chalet, Nike, and TJ Maxx. That's gallant with 2 L's. The 2 astrological signs in June, Gemini and Cancer. June is National Candy Month, National Dairy Month, and National Turkey Lovers Month. Father's Day is June 16th. The number 1 gift will be neckties.
Where'd you get that thing? Did you get it from like a yard sale or something?
On June 20th, 1867, Alaska was purchased from Russia. And on June 21st, Alaska has the U.S.'s longest day of the year. In Barrow, the day is so long, it doesn't end. 30 days hath June by the numbers.
This June, something big is afoot. It involves Russia, backdoor negotiations, and one very famous kimono. It has Teresa asking, seriously?
When a delicate political situation requires subtlety, diplomacy, and a richly hued understanding of high-level political discussions, the United States leans on one man. That's right. Action star Steven Seagal was just part of a congressional delegation that visited Russia, in part to investigate the Boston Marathon bombings. Seriously? Steven Seagal has apparently cultivated a web of high-level contacts in Russia.
Any questions?
Some. Steven Seagal appears to have befriended Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov. Now, as far as leaders go, he seems okay, unless you mind human rights abuses like abductions and other really bad stuff. But he did post this cute pic of himself with Seagal on Instagram. I know, this gets weird, but all the actor really wants is to improve counter-terror cooperation between the United States and Russia, which is exciting because it makes me think maybe Hugh Laurie could help me with a diagnosis.
Oh, yeah.
Robin Williams could inspire me with his unorthodox teaching methods.
No. Ding. Thank you for playing anyway.
And Julie Andrews could become my kid's nanny, teach them to sing and make their clothes out of curtains. You really helped smudge that line between fiction and reality, Steven Seagal. And it's kind of cool. Seriously.
There are some things I'm good at.
Say goodbye to selfies and hire a pro. The benefits of a professional vacation photographer. Plus, electrify your drive. Cars that are changing the auto industry. Next on the list.
Get down and give me 20. Just kidding. Get some insanely useful training for all stages of blogging. Learn to create the next best must-have app at iPhone Bootcamp. Babysitting Bootcamp will teach you the skills to manage whatever may come up when you're in charge. And sharpen those fundamental skills in the kitchen at the Culinary Bootcamp.
Get pumped and fill her up on us. The list is giving away a $50 gas card each Friday. Like us on Facebook and enter for your chance to win. Free Gas Friday. Register now at facebook.com/thelistshowtv.
I'm Teresa Strasser, and you're on the list. A shocking red wedding and the most golden TV shows of all time. Pop culture burning like an Adele torch song on the hot list. First up, you didn't need to watch last Sunday's Game of Thrones to know how gruesome it was. Just watch these people watching it. Fans of the book knew what was coming and taped unsuspecting viewers. Suffice to say, a lot of major characters bit it big as the White Wedding turned red with blood. Some are saying it's the most violent 5 minutes ever on TV. Even little Arya Stark put out this Vine video.
They dead, like so dead, like OMG dead. My mother and brother are dead.
And Adele is on track to make history. Her album 21 was released 2 years ago, and for the 118th consecutive week, it's in the top 40 of Billboard's 200 album chart. Shania Twain currently holds the record at 151 weeks for her 1997 album, Come On Over. Next, the Writers Guild of America has released their list of the 101 all-time best-written TV shows. Topping the charts, The Sopranos, which, after Game of Thrones, seems as dainty as Downton Abbey. At number 2, Seinfeld.
Nothing for you.
At number 3, The Twilight Zone. And as we mourn the passing of Gene Stapleton, we're happy to note All in the Family placed 4th on the WGA's list. Pop culture burning like Edith's meatloaf on the hot list.
Thanks, Teresa. Anyone who knows Matt will tell you how he always brags about his Prius. But as Connor Knighton shows us, there's another energy-efficient car that's become a surprising success. So Connor, what's the deal?
Tesla Motors was founded in 2003 by a group of intrepid Silicon Valley engineers who set out to prove that electric vehicles could be awesome. 10 years later, they've proven against expectations that electric vehicles could be profitable. And that has shaken up the auto industry. Last week, Tesla stock crossed the $100 a share mark for the first time ever. That's over 5 times its IPO price 10 years ago. The soaring stock price is largely due to the success of the Model S. Tesla's 4-door electric sedan has gotten fantastic reviews. It's Motor Trend's 2013 Car of the Year, and Consumer Reports gave it a 99 out of 100. That is the best score the firm has given to any vehicle in the last 6 years. One way Tesla has cut costs is by opting for showrooms instead of dealerships. You can check out the car in a Tesla gallery, but you order that car online. Tesla's website pushes the Model S by highlighting the savings you get by driving an electric car. Once you factor in tax savings, your shorter commute, you save 20 minutes a day in the carpool lane, your time's worth $50 an hour, you save time by avoiding the gas stations, you use the car for business, your effective monthly cost is really only $186 a month, which is a very effective way of trying to convince you to buy a $72,000 car. Expectations are high for Tesla's Model X, an SUV that comes out next year, which we still know very little about. Still, for a $5,000 deposit, you can reserve one anyway. Tesla co-founder Elon Musk has promised to bring out car models for the average American car buyer, likely around 30 grand. But until battery life improves, electric vehicles won't be for everyone, no matter what the cost. The Model S tops out at 265 miles between charges, which is good for daily driving, but not ideal for cross-country road trips. Tesla has announced plans to expand its network of charging stations, and as other automakers try and emulate the company's success, expect the electric car market to keep expanding.
That car isn't just efficient, it's also photogenic. So are you and your family, but maybe your vacation photos don't exactly do you justice. Well, with the busy summer travel season headed our way, there's a growing trend among travelers hiring personal vacation photographers. No more just handing a stranger your iPhone and hoping for the best. Ariel Wessler explains.
During a recent trip to Boston, I took most of my own pictures. Me in front of Paul Revere, me in front of George Washington, and at Harvard University. The photos are known as selfies and are often less than flattering. Hiring local photographers for special getaways has been one option, but finding good ones can be a bit tricky.
How do you find a trusted photographer for an affordable rate easily when you're traveling.
So Nicole Smith created a business called Flytographer.com, a one-stop shop to match up travelers with professional photographers in cities around the world. She says the site is the first of its kind.
We vet the photographers carefully. We're putting you with people that we know are safe and talented and a lot of fun.
Flytographers' prices range from about $200 for a 30-minute shoot to about $600 for 2 hours. Other vacation photographers like Trisha Keffer in Florida used to focus on just local outdoor portraits, but she recently expanded her business to meet the growing demand.
I go out to the beach, the mountains, or Paris at the Eiffel Tower. It's a lot of fun. It's a new twist on a traditional family portrait.
When you ask the stranger, you may get a photo together, but it's sometimes awkward or it's blurry.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind taking a picture of the two of us in front of the street?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Great, thanks.
3, 2, 1.
A snapshot of the benefits includes documenting special vacations, capturing candid moments, and you'll look good.
You can kind of get a series of photos that tell a story, really your story of your vacation.
So pack your bags and say cheese. For The List, I'm Ariel Wessler.
Thanks, Ariel. Now time for some of the best in late-night comedy from last night. It's Punchlines in the News.
Starbucks is now banning smoking within 25 feet of its stores, which will get even worse for smokers once they realize every Starbucks is about 25 feet from another Starbucks. Where can I smoke?
Now when you're arrested, you have to get your fingerprint taken and your cheek swabbed. Even if you're Reese Witherspoon, you'll be like, do you know who I am?
A new report says that Donald Trump has spent $1 million trying to figure out if he should run for president in 2016. Yeah, $1 million, yeah. Experts are already calling it the world's most expensive no.
Since June is the most popular month for wedding bells, check out this list of the best cities for newlyweds to settle down. Sometimes you just gotta sing. It's Incredible Babies, gone viral. And it's next on The List.
You're on the list. I'm Teresa Strasser. I believe it was Nietzsche who said, whatever doesn't kill you makes you viral. Well, either him or Tom from MySpace. Here are today's best viral videos.
Viralist.
First up, slam that door, Macklemore. And that door. Check out Stoney with his mashup of Macklemore's Can't Hold Us with household items. Apparently, the ceiling can hold a pretty decent beat. Next, a baby beetle. This 2-year-old and his dad are rocking out the Beatles song, Don't Let Me Down. And he's really belting it out. Thankfully, Dad is there for backup.
Like she does.
Lastly, Trick Shot Toddler. Little 2-year-old Titus is back, bringing the internet all new trick shots. Yes. He's even scoring while standing over all his siblings and mom. Now, can he do 6 shots in a row at different heights? Off a bridge. A baby baller on the Viralist.
Speaking of ballers.
Baby, I could watch that baby shoot all day, yo.
Man, you really are a super fan, yo.
Super something.
Thanks for watching The List. Here's what we're already working on for tomorrow.
But where's your monkey?
Baby, that's all I got to say. Why suffer with sleeping bags and cold showers when you could be camping in style?
This has a nicer kitchen than my own house does.
How to bring a touch of luxury to the great outdoors. Tomorrow on The List.